Comics have been amazing. It's been an awesome experience to come in as my first time. As he said, it's my first time being a comic. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I've been wanting to do this since I was 20. Anybody in the crowd want to take a guess at how old I actually am?
21.
Anybody else? I heard 30. That's getting close. 40. Not quite there yet. Actually, this year. 40 this year. This August. Pretty crazy, right? So, as I approached 30, it didn't bother me. I'm like, 30, that's fucking easy. For some reason, 40, it's hit me different, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's hit me different. I'm looking at things like, I can understand where guys end up with midlife crisis, you know? Where they end up buying that Porsche that they can't afford, or they end up buying that Harley Davidson they have no fucking clue how to drive. Or maybe they decide to ride the chick named Harley, you know? So then I started sitting there and I started looking at my dreams that I've had over the years. And stand-up was a late one. Like I said, I didn't hit it till I was 20. So I was looking at what I wanted to be when I was a kid. It kind of made me laugh a little bit. Because when you're a kid, you think you can be anything. You know, when you're 5 years old, you're like, I'm gonna be a cop. I'm gonna be a firefighter. No, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna be the next Superman. Right? So from there, I hit age 10. And it's the typical boy thing. I want to be a cop. I'm gonna chase bad guys, eat donuts all day. Come on, what better job than that? But at the age of 12, that's where it really started to get a little weird. I decided I was gonna be the next Muggsy Bogues in the NBA. I know, I get it. But I had very supportive parents. They always told me like things that were lies. You could be whatever you want. You know? So I was at that court, 4'5", shooting those nets as much as I could, and I realized I was pretty smart. I knew I was short, I knew I was little, and I knew that there was no way I was going to survive down low in the key. You know, guys like Shaq, that wasn't going to happen. So I started perfecting my three-point shot, waiting for my growth spurt. I hit 15 years old, I got my growth spurt. I went from 4'10" to 5'2", which is where I am now. That's when I realized my body was naturally lazy. It got to 5'2" and said, no, I'm done. So from there, I'm like, cool, do you think maybe I went back to wanting to be a cop? No. At 16, I went to the other extreme. I wanted to be a WWE superstar. My guy in the WWE was Rey Mysterio. Come on, he's short. Right? So anyways, I joined the wrestling team. Because, you know, you gotta get amateur wrestling, gotta get a foundation somewhere. Problem is, I'm 5'2", 95 pounds, not a lot of people in my weight class. 2 people, everyone. 2 people. I get to my first tournament, I'm pumped, I'm super excited. Yeah, let's do it. First step to being a WWE superstar, let's get it going. I get to the mat, it's my turn. My opponent rolls up. And that's not me being funny, that's literal. He rolls up. He's paralyzed from the waist down. I look back at my coach with this confused look, and I think she thought I was nervous because instead of like trying to appease me, she just goes, "It's okay, you got this." So anyways, I get to the center of the mat, and the ref's like, "Hey, you gotta get down on all fours." I guess to make it fair. So he crawls over, he puts his arm around me, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to be an asshole, but my go-to move is to shoot in, grab the leg, grab the head, and fall back on their shoulders. And the only way to get out of there is to kick out. So I have a split second, but I was caught off guard because the ref is about to say go, but he goes, "Okay, I want a good, clean, fair fight." And I'm like, this guy's got no use of his legs, how is this fair? So anyways, he says go, instincts kick in, without even thinking, I get out from under him, I roll to the back, grab one arm, put the other on the chicken, and then step around, put him on his shoulders, and I won. But then after, I kind of felt like a jerk, because I realized the only way you're getting out of that one is to kick out with both legs. So anyways, I get back to where my coach is, and she's like, you did a good job. I'm like, where was the heads up? But see, this is where karma gets you. My next opponent was a kid that grew up on the farm. And he did my go-to move, put me on my ass, and I tried to kick out and I couldn't. But it was a little unfair because farming is CrossFit for kids. You guys have been fantastic.